Be me. Always been in love with my high school sweetheart. Let's call her Marigold. We were inseparable, everything just felt perfect. She had this laugh that made everything feel brighter. Her eyes sparkled like sunlight through leaves. She was the kind of girl who believed in fairy tales, and for some reason, I was the one she chose to share her world with. We talked about everything. Our dreams, our plans, our future together. We used to sit in the park, under a big old oak tree, talking about how we'd grow old together. Life was perfect. Then one day, an opportunity came. Job offer from a prestigious company. Big promotion, but it required me to move to another country. It felt like the right thing to do. Marigold didn't say much, just held me in her arms and whispered that she'd wait for me. We promised each other that we'd make it work, no matter the distance. But life, as it often does, had other plans. I left thinking I could always come back, that we'd be fine. Years passed, new country, new life. Work was intense, the people were different, but I was making money and building something. Tried to move on, started dating girls, living life. But there was always this empty space, a space where Marigold's laughter and light used to be. Dating was strange. There was this one girl, let's call her Isabel. She was beautiful, intelligent, and kind. Everything anyone could want. But every time she smiled, all I could think about was how Marigold's smile was the only one that made me feel whole. Every time Isabel spoke, I heard Marigold's voice in my head. It wasn't fair to Isabel, so I decided to propose to her, thinking it might help me move on. After all, Isabel was a good person, and she deserved my commitment, right? So we planned a wedding, but the closer the day came, the more I felt like a stranger in my own life. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. On our wedding day, Isabel was breathtaking, but in my heart I couldn't stop thinking about Marigold. When I said I do, I didn't feel the joy that I thought I would. It was like a weight in my chest, an undeniable truth that I was making a mistake. But the pressure was too great, and I went through with it anyway. Years passed, married Isabel, started a family, life went on. But with every year, the connection with Isabel felt more and more distant. She was a wonderful woman, but I kept comparing her to Marigold. Sometimes late at night, I would wake up and think about what could have been. Did Marigold find someone else? Was she happy? Did she forget about me? The guilt was suffocating. And then one evening I saw a post from Marigold on social media. She was in a park, laughing with some guy, her face as radiant as ever. My heart shattered. How could I have let her go? How could I have chosen this life over her? For the first time in years I found myself crying. Crying for the girl I lost, the girl I promised I'd never forget, the girl who had loved me unconditionally, the girl who was everything I ever wanted. I sat alone in my office that night, scrolling through old pictures of Marigold. Each photo was a reminder of what I threw away. It was almost like I could hear her laugh again, feel her warmth again. But it was too late. I was married to Isabel, and I had responsibilities now. I could never turn back, but deep down I knew the truth. I had married the wrong girl. No matter how much I loved Isabel, no matter how much I cared for her, she was never the one. The one was Marigold, the girl who was always meant to be my soulmate. But life doesn't work that way, does it? Now I'm stuck in a marriage that feels like it's been built on lies, on what-ifs and regrets. The love I have for Isabel is real, but it's not the kind of love I thought I would have. Every day I wonder what Marigold's life looks like now. Does she have kids? Is she happy? Is she with someone who sees her the way I did? I'll never know. All I have now are the memories, the endless what could have been moments. But it's all my fault. I let the best thing that ever happened to me slip through my fingers. And now all I can do is live with the fact that I married the wrong girl. The girl who was never meant to be. The one who doesn't fill the void Marigold left behind. Forever haunted by the girl I let go. The one that got away. The one I'll never be able to forget. And deep down, I know that I'll never stop loving her. No matter how much time passes, no matter how far away she is, Marigold will always be my first love. My only love. The one I let slip through my hands. And now I have to live with that truth for the rest of my life. Forever wondering what could have been.